Hey, Primal Punch here with something a little different. I walk a lot. I walk through the streets. I walk on the sidewalks. I walk down the alleys. I walk through the vacant lots and down in the valleys. I walk down through the runoff, through the sand beds where the cholla grows. The creosote bush smells so good. I walk a lot. I walk through those vacant lots. It's strewn with glass. This place you don't even want to go. But I walk there. I walk everywhere. When I can't sleep, I walk. The streets start to look all the same. They smell the same. They smell like alcoholism. It smells like cat litter. It smells like a bad dream or a good dream. It smells like heaven. It smells like hell. I walk a lot. And all looks the same. And I walk down these streets. They're the same streets, and I walk down them over and over. I see broken crack pipes. I see tweakers hiding. I see little kids on bikes and grown-ups riding. I see the world. I see the humanity, and I see the things worth seeing. I walk a lot. I walk down the streets, and I hear something. You know, I'm walking and I hear something. I hear, just at the edge of what I can hear. I hear it. Daddy, no. Daddy, no. And I hear it. How can you not hear it? Our ears are tuned. Our ears are tuned to pain, man. We gotta hear that pain. We gotta be able to hear it. Man. Oh. I just think to myself, no, I'm not hearing it. I don't know what that is, you know. And I keep walking. But the next day, man, my feet, they take me past that same house. And I'm walking. And I look up at this house, 2-story house, and I hear it, man, right out at the edge of my hearing. I hear it. Daddy, no, please, no. And I hear it. And I'm looking around, man. I see an old lady, got her walker, wheels on the front and tennis balls on the back. I see a guy, beautiful garden, out in his yard, and nobody else is looking, nobody else is hearing. Is it just me? Must be just me. I start to walk past. But then I remember there wasn't anyone there for me. When I was little, there was no one there for me. No one to hear. No one to hear me scream, man. No one to see the tears running down my face. No one there. No one there for me. And I was weak. I was small. I was little. What could I do? What could I do? I made myself hard. I built myself into a weapon. And I said, never again. Never again. I can't go back in time and save him. That little kid, I can't. There's no way I can. But I can do something here. I can do something now. Because I made myself this way. I made myself so that I could say, never again. Never again. And I hear it. And it's not at the edge of my hearing now. It's in my head. It's in my ears. Daddy, no, please. And I hear it. How could I not? How could I not? So I set myself to walking. But this time I'm walking in and I go up. I go up the sidewalk. And I go up the 3 stairs to the porch. And I slam in. I slam in with a roar and I hit that steel cord door and I tear it down. I tear that door down. And I hear it louder now. Daddy, no, please. And it's coming from up them stairs. And I carry myself up those stairs. And that red rage is riding across my vision like a promise made to a little boy. That little boy that's still screaming inside of me, trying to scrape and get out and fight and do something. And I come up those stairs and I follow the sound and I see the open door with the little plaque a little pink plaque that says Princess's Room, and I hear in there, "Daddy, no!" He hasn't heard me come in because he's busy, right? And I hear him say, "You can have a cookie, but you've got to be nice to Daddy." And I come in and I see a little girl with her cheeks streaked with tears, and she's shivering and she's frightened, and the daddy's reaching, and I can't take it, and I come in like a weapon. 1, 2, and I crush his face, and then I get him crotch and neck, and I flex these killing muscles, and he's over my head, and then I flex again and he's out the window, and I look down. The little girl doesn't even exist to me anymore. It's me and him. And I look down and he's still alive. He's down there. And he's moving. Like a snake that's been run over. But he's moving. And it's got to be finished. And I go down those stairs. And I come out. And I'm watching. And I'm coming at him. And then I see in my periphery those neighbors that weren't looking before. They're looking now. And they're coming for me. They're coming after me. They wouldn't do anything before. But they're coming. And I ready myself. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt the innocents. But if it's you or me, then it's going to be you. And I get ready. I'm ready. Because I'll lay down the hurt like you never seen. I'm ready. And then I notice they're not looking at me. They're looking at him on the ground. And the old woman, man, is purpose. Is purpose bringing her forward. She's coming forward. And she rests that front bar of her walker on that baby raper's neck, and she looks down at him, and there's tears in her eyes, but there's fury. There's fury. And I notice on the sidewalk in the front that there's tracks in front of this house of pain where she's gone back and forth, and worn grooves in that sidewalk. I see the man with the beautiful garden, and he's got a spade, and I see that animal on the ground. He's gonna push the walker off his neck, but the man with the spade takes a whack like you would at a viper in your garden. Whack across his face and whack at his neck. And now there's more neighbors coming. There's more of them. And they're pounding and they're kicking. And the man with the spade, he looks at me and he says, never know what's going to happen with these gangs. I was always suspicious of him. It must have been the gangs. That's how this happened. I backed away. I look up, one last look at the house, and I see the little girl. She's up there, and she's got a cookie jar under her arm, and she's eating a cookie, and there's crumbs on her face. There's marks from where she's been crying, but the tracks are dry, because her tears are drying, and there's a little bit of a smile. There's not dead eyes, there's not fear, there's not shaking, and I think, man, can make a difference. And then, as I'm leaving, I have a second thought. Wherever that little girl goes, it better be nice to her, because I got me a new hobby, and I won't ever just walk by again. Won't ever just walk by. Now, I'd like y'all to think about this. The strong, we're supposed to protect the weak. The weak do not exist to serve us, or exist to be an outlet for our own frustrations. Those that are weaker than us and smaller than us, our pets, our children, our women, and those that can't defend themselves, they exist so that the strong remain human, and the strong exist to keep those who cannot defend themselves safe. That is our purpose. I'd like you to remember that. And this is Primal Punch saying, punch hard and don't just walk by.